This is Crystal Thomas. Hello and welcome in Belgium.
Hello, thank you.
Thank you for having some time free for us from Roots Time. We are a music website and we know you because we got your latest album, Now Dig This,
Yes.
and I wrote the review.
Oh, wow, thank you.
It was a great album.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you
very,
so much.
very good. Before I start with my questions, you told us it's the second time that you hear him in Belgium, or you were here before?
No, this is the first time I'm actually in the region Belgium.
Okay.
We passed through on the last tour, but we
What-
arrived
Yeah.
and played yesterday.
What's your impression about our little country?
I love it. It reminds me of home. I'm a country girl.
It's a very small country.
Yes, I love the
And
trees.
it's many people, three languages, so
Really?
yeah.
Wow.
We should speak Dutch, French, and a little bit German.
Wow. That's
But,
awesome.
We all try to do that. Again, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
When we go back in time to Louisiana,
Okay.
and I think because you started there singing in the church,
Yes.
do you think that you were destined to become a musician, or that you have to sing and to perform?
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel that was my calling. I was placed on this earth strictly for that.
Why? Because of your environment, because of your home, or for maybe your family?
A little bit of all of that combined. I have an internal passion for music
Yeah.
that was a gift from God. I believe that the conviction, the energy that I receive from the fans and from the music lovers when I'm singing, reinforces the fact that this is what I should be doing. It's not a gimmick involved. I've seen people that was going through something and they had to cry just to get it out, and a certain song that I sang helped them through that moment. I've just a few weeks ago, someone proposed while I was singing a song. So, I really think that I am the bridge from real music and the emotions that people have difficulty expressing.
How do you want to be called? A blues lady or a soul lady, or how would you describe
I'm
it?
all of that. I'm like a Louisiana gumbo.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
all
the
that
gumbo,
combined.
yeah. All on the same
That's right.
same pot. Yeah. Why did you? No, sorry, correction. Who were your influences? Who are you influenced by when you choose your style? Do you have examples that you look upon?
Hands down, my mom, first and foremost. My mom, the greatest singer ever. She had a washroom full of vinyls, 33s and 45s.
Yeah.
So I grew up listening to music, all types of music. And she was the reason that I started singing in church, because in the country, all we had to do was go to church. So I learned how to sing. I learned how to express
Always
myself in
started
phrase.
in the church.
It all started in the
Yeah.
church. The actual training and theory came later in school, but I already had the harmonies and melodies and the rhythmic patterns down packed strictly from singing in church.
Okay. I read somewhere that Johnny Taylor, he was what we call your mentor.
Yes. Yes.
How do you met her? Or was it a guy from your region or from?
No, Mr. Taylor was actually one of the artists that I grew up listening to, thanks to my mom on records. But I had the opportunity to be a part of his band in the early 2000s, and I was actually his / trombone player before he passed.
Yeah. And what was his advice for you when he said directly you have to become a singer? No.
I was already singing before I met Mr.
Yeah.
Taylor. I just played trombone with him. He actually didn't find out that I sung until right before his death.
Now you're singing solo.
Yes.
On your name,
Yes.
Crystal Thomas.
Yes.
Why did it took so long that we could meet you here in Europe?
I think my biggest thing was being a part of teams first. I sang with several groups, and it was just about my particular contribution to that organization. And, everybody just couldn't Crystal Thomas, so why not? Why not do what I've been born and blessed and trained to do? So now here I am, and I'm ready for it.
Yeah, okay. When I'm right, you released your first album I think in 2016.
Correct.
Is that correct?
That's correct.
Lyrical gumbo, the essence of blues.
Yes.
Why such a lot of words to?
Well, in my area, there's a thing called blues and there's a thing called soul blues.
Yeah.
And especially my community, a lot of my community don't really understand the connection between the two. You know, when I think of blues, I think of Big Mama Thornton and Memphis Minnie and Muddy Water and Jimmy Reed. When I think of soul blues, I think of Johnny Taylor and Tyrone Davis, and Little Milton would be the cross in between that. So Lyrical Gumbo was an introduction of Crystal Thomas. I'm a songwriter, singer, and being from Louisiana, like I said earlier, I'm a combination of all of those things combined. The essence of blues was my tribute to my passion for the blues. So I'm kind of like bridging the gap in between two genres, and that's why the name was so long.
And then we go to 2021, I think. That must be your latest album.
Yes.
Now Dig This.
Yes.
Yeah. Is it there a big difference between this one and your first one?
Absolutely. The first project was...
Because I got this, but don't ask me something about your first album. I didn't hear it, so that's why I asked
I'm
it.
sorry?
I only got this one to review, so
Oh.
I can't say anything specific about your first album.
Oh.
That's why I ask it. Is it a lot of differences between this one and your?
Absolutely. And I have two albums in between the
Yeah,
first
yeah,
and
I
this
know.
one.
I think
But
this one
is strictly
your
blues
turn.
with
Your
live
turn.
musicians.
Sorry for the.
It's okay. They love me.
Yeah, I don't love them.
Me neither.
When you look back on the album, was it according what you expected from the album?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I
And
had amazing musicians.
the reactions that you got, you were satisfied with that.
The directions that I
The
had.
reactions.
The reactions from the
comments. The comments about your.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It was really more than I expected because I didn't expect to be embraced so well. People really connected with this project, and I can appreciate that.
Yeah. You said that you are a songwriter.
I am.
Is that a difficult job for you to write a song?
No, I've been writing since I was a kid.
How is the process working with you? You got something in your head and you...
Absolutely. I can write a song right now with y'all with the cameras in my face and you interviewing me. I'm born for this.
Yeah.
I've been writing all of my life.
Okay. So maybe you can tell us about the next project. Is there a new album coming on, or are you working with new ideas in your head?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm actually getting ready to record a project with the Blooded Saxophone, whom I toured with in Japan and Hong Kong.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm actually working on some new material with the European All-Stars as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm working on my 5th solo project.
Yeah.
So I have a lot of things in the oven ready to come out.
Great to hear that.
Thank you.
Yeah. To finish some general questions, I can say that life is short.
Yes.
And like we in Europe, we have problems with the war in Russia, with Ukraine, problems with the prices. So is touring in Europe something special, or you don't think you don't have a problem with the problems that we have?
No, touring in Europe is definitely something special. And I have problems with anything that's not positive, no matter what area it's in or what it's from. Even being an African American woman touring, for me, coming from America, there's already this stigmatism in my mind based on what I know to be just existent. But again, I've been welcomed with open arms. Everyone has been loving and warm and kind, and it's really been refreshing, if I must say.
So you're saying that there are no big differences between the American people and the European people?
No, there's definitely a big difference. Absolutely.
Yeah. Because we don't have that much people that sing, that perform like you. For us, we look forward to see you.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's real, and that makes a big difference, because when you speak on it from that aspect, being in America, you can see someone singing any time of the day, every minute,
day,
right?
every noon, every evening.
Right. So it definitely makes the
Yeah.
the being in Europe more special for me.
And the pandemic, was that a big problem for you? How
Pandemic
how
was
you
one.
how did you survive that
I
a
created
terrible
music.
period?
The the music helped me deal with the anxiety. I take care of my 89-year-old grandfather. So my main concern was making sure that I made the right decisions to keep him safe
Yeah,
first,
yeah.
as well as myself. Because if I were to take sick,
He survived?
who's going to take care of him? Yes, he's still here. And that's a great thing, you know. But not being able to go out and sing, not being able to make money because this is my job, not being able to help someone else vocally through my music through the pandemic was a big thing for me. So what I actually done through the pandemic, I wrote songs, and I also taught the community how to grow their own fruit and vegetables,
Yeah, yeah.
and learn to be more self-sufficient and make better lifestyle choices. So that's what I done during the
Yeah.
pandemic.
But I think to the future that there must be still open items on your so-called bucket list.
Yes,
Things that you once want to do.
yes.
Maybe persons that you once want to perform with. I don't
Yes.
know. Can you tell us something about your open items?
To be honest,
Yeah.
I would love to tour here every year.
I think.
Only because when we're on tour, like I've experienced people traveling out into the middle of the countryside, and they're so, like you say, ready to see, ready to be a part of
Yeah,
the
that's so.
experience. And again, at home, it's like people really don't appreciate what they have. The appreciation here really drives me to create more
I think it
music.
comes more from the
Yes,
heart.
absolutely.
Yeah.
It's that conviction I
We,
spoke about.
we always say when there is a festival, yeah, there must be a big mama on to perform.
Right, right.
We like to see that.
That's awesome.
She lives. They live the music.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Definitely a big difference.
For tonight or this evening, who is with you on the stage?
I think Rick Ekstrom is here tonight, and I look forward to him. I met him at Baycar last
Yeah.
year, and he's awesome. And as far as my unit, I have the European All Stars. They're great.
What are you going to sing for us this night?
I'm gonna sing some of my originals. I'm gonna definitely
You're
cover.
you're the boss of the set list.
I'm the
I,
boss.
I think. I
Oh,
think
wow.
so. Always but that's normal. That must be so. But you don't have. You have always a list or something in your head, or you wait till the people.
A little bit of both.
Yeah, a little bit of
I
both.
definitely read the audience, depending on the bands before. If the bands before have played more slower tunes, I definitely would want to uplift the crowd a little more.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'm giving them straight Crystal Thomas from the heart.
Okay, I have a last question, Crystal.
Okay.
I think music is enriching. What did you learn about yourself by being a musician?
I learned that I was born to do this. Being a musician has helped me stay grounded in life. It's taught me how to be disciplined in life. It's taught me how to be more patient and compassionate. Without music, I think the world would be lost. And I am honored to be a part of that thread that binds everyone together.
Okay, Mrs. Crystal Thomas, thank you again. That were my questions. Thank you again for
Thank you.
your roots time. That's how we call it. And enjoy your stay in Belgium. And
Yes.
we are sure that we will have a great performance this night.
Thank you so
very
much. Thank you. It was a pleasure.
Thank you.
for
Thank you.
having me. Thank you. Thank you. Y'all didn't let me put no lashes on, but thank you.
No, no,